Hollywood has always been a place where unforgettable stories unfold. Some are filled with romance, others with heartbreak, and a few become powerful lessons about growth and forgiveness. At the same time, television audiences across America continue searching for the next superstar through one of the country's biggest music competitions. As emotional celebrity headlines mix with unforgettable performances, fans are reminded that every ending can also be the beginning of something extraordinary. In this fictional entertainment feature, two emotional journeys collide. One follows Amber Rose as she reflects on an apology from an ex-boyfriend that arrived long after their relationship had ended. The other celebrates the excitement surrounding the latest American Idol champion, whose inspiring journey captivated millions of viewers. Amber Rose has never been afraid to speak honestly about her experiences. Throughout her career, she has built a reputation for addressing difficult topics without hiding behind carefully crafted public statements. Whether discussing relationships, motherhood, or personal growth, she often encourages people to learn from the past instead of becoming trapped by it. During a fictional interview, Amber smiles as she remembers receiving an unexpected message from Machine Gun Kelly. Years had passed since their romance ended, and life had taken both of them in different directions. The relationship had once been exciting, passionate, and full of dreams. However, like many young romances, it eventually collapsed under pressure. "I wasn't expecting anything," Amber explains. "Sometimes you simply move forward and never hear from that person again. But one quiet evening, everything changed." According to this imagined story, Machine Gun Kelly reached out with a heartfelt apology. It wasn't about rekindling romance or rewriting history. Instead, it was about accepting responsibility for mistakes that had remained unspoken for years. Amber recalls reading the message several times. "It wasn't perfect," she says, "but it felt genuine." The apology acknowledged misunderstandings, emotional immaturity, and moments where communication had completely broken down. Rather than making excuses, he simply admitted that he wished he had handled certain situations differently. For Amber, the message wasn't about closure from him, it was confirmation of her own healing. When someone apologizes years later, it doesn't erase the past, she explains. But it reminds you that people can grow. Meanwhile, millions of television viewers were experiencing another emotional story unfolding live on stage. The newest season of American Idol had introduced audiences to singers from every corner of the country. Teenagers with impossible dreams stood beside experienced performers who had spent years chasing one final opportunity. Each contestant brought more than talent. They brought memories. They brought family sacrifices. They brought stories of failure, determination, and hope. Week after week, viewers watched contestants overcome nerves, criticism, and impossible expectations. Some performances left the judges speechless. Others inspired standing ovations. Every elimination reminded audiences how difficult the competition truly was. Finally, finale night arrived. The atmosphere inside the theater was electric. Lights filled the stage. Families waited backstage. Contestants held hands as the host prepared to reveal the final results. Across social media, millions of fans posted predictions, celebrated favorite performances, and thanked contestants for inspiring them throughout the season. Then came the moment everyone had been waiting for. The newest American Idol winner was announced. Confetti exploded into the air. The champion collapsed into tears before embracing fellow finalists, judges, and family members. It wasn't simply a television victory. It represented years of practice, rejection, perseverance, and belief. The winner stood center stage holding the trophy while singing one final emotional performance that symbolized every challenge overcome throughout the competition. Back in Hollywood, Amber reflected on another important lesson. "Winning isn't always about trophies," she said thoughtfully. "Sometimes winning means forgiving yourself." Her words resonated far beyond celebrity gossip. Relationships often end before people understand why. Time creates distance. Distance creates perspective. Perspective creates growth. Sometimes an apology arrives. Sometimes it never does. Either way, healing remains possible. Fans online quickly connected Amber's comments with broader conversations about emotional maturity. Many believed true strength comes from accepting responsibility instead of protecting one's pride. Others argued that apologies only matter when followed by genuine personal change. There was no universal answer, only honest conversation. The fictional interview continued as Amber discussed the importance of self-worth. When you're younger, she explained, you often believe love means never letting go. Later you realize real love also means respecting yourself. Her message inspired thousands of supportive reactions. People shared their own stories of unexpected apologies. Some described reconnecting with former friends. Others recalled conversations with parents, siblings, or former partners that changed their perspectives forever. Many admitted they were still waiting for words that might never come. Yet Amber encouraged everyone not to let healing depend on another person's actions. You can't pause your life waiting for someone else to say sorry. Meanwhile, the new American Idol champion began preparing for an exciting future. Record labels expressed interest. Television appearances were scheduled. Concert opportunities emerged almost immediately. Despite sudden fame, the winner remained humble. During an imagined victory interview, the champion thanked parents, teachers, vocal coaches, fellow contestants, and every fan who voted throughout the season. This dream belongs to all of us, the winners said with tears in their eyes. Those simple words reminded audiences why talent competitions remain popular year after year. People love watching dreams become reality. They enjoy witnessing perseverance rewarded. Most importantly, they believe that extraordinary opportunities can still emerge from ordinary beginnings. Amber watched the finale from home. She applauded the performances. She admired the contestants' courage. And she smiled as another dream officially came true. Reflecting on her own life, she recognized a surprising similarity between music competitions and personal relationships. Both require vulnerability, both involve rejection, both demand resilience, and both remind us that every ending can eventually become a new beginning. The entertainment industry often focuses on controversy, headlines, and dramatic conflicts. Yet audiences continue searching for stories that inspire hope. An apology offered with sincerity, a singer discovering confidence, a family celebrating success, a person choosing forgiveness instead of resentment. These moments resonate because they reflect experiences shared by millions of people beyond Hollywood. No one's life unfolds perfectly. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone loses opportunities. Everyone faces heartbreak. But everyone also has the possibility of learning, changing, and becoming stronger. As the fictional evening came to an end, Amber looked toward the future with optimism rather than regret. The past had shaped her. It had taught valuable lessons. But it no longer defined who she was becoming. Across America, the newest American Idol winner began an entirely different journey, one filled with excitement, responsibility, and endless possibility. One story centered on healing. The other celebrated achievement. Together, they offered a simple reminder that growth appears in many different forms. Sometimes it arrives through music. Sometimes through forgiveness. Sometimes through the courage to admit mistakes. And sometimes through believing that tomorrow can always become brighter than yesterday. Whether watching celebrities share personal reflections or cheering for a new music superstar, audiences continue returning to stories that celebrate resilience, compassion, and hope. In a world that often feels divided, these human moments remind us that success is sweeter when shared, forgiveness is stronger than bitterness, and every chapter, no matter how painful, can lead to an inspiring new beginning.